No.
They had triggered a glitch after following a strange series of steps. The game screen filled with scrambled text. Then the screen went black.
Why are you doing it like this, guys? Push stop.
Very unsettling.
Record too. Ako na ba?
With most of her face hidden in dark shadows and something wrapped around it.
Wait stop. No medyo. No medyo. Dahil ko medyo ba nang lang.
This idea didn't seem impossible, since other obscure games, such as the
Dahil ko ba na.
had used actual
Na,
pictures
butang le.
taken from the news.
Tang chicken na lang nung kinahap.
Discovered that this was not a random glitch
Tao
at all,
puno.
but a hidden event programmed into the game. By changing
Skeleton
their
boy.
settings to Japanese, players could read the missing symbols and errors with scrambled text. At first, it looked like a
No, skeleton na hiya.
the game's main character.
Oh, thank you, Amber.
The event was triggered by walking through 3 torii gates, traditional Japanese shrine gates. Doing this started a hidden timer, and once the timer ran out, the so-called glitch sequence would play, ending with the disturbing photo.
Oh!
Where that haunting image came from her name. Reverse image searches showed nothing, and for years, no one had a clear answer. Many theories were suggested, but without proof, the mystery stayed unsolved. Then, in 2022, someone on Reddit finally uncovered the source of the photo. It was not from a crime site. Instead, it came from a Japanese horror film called Hair Extensions, released in 2007. The exact frame appears in the movie's trailer, showing a woman staring lifelessly into the camera. After nearly 10 years of speculation, the mystery was solved. The Post-it Notes. On April 15, 2015, a man who used the username rbradbury had a really strange experience. He lived alone, but that morning he found a Post-it note on his desk with a list of chores written on it. The handwriting was not his. At first, he tried to ignore it, but a few days later, another Post-it appeared, this time stuck to the back of his chair. It said, "Save your documents." This was the moment when the search truly began. Bradbury started to believe that someone was secretly entering his apartment and leaving these notes. So to find out who it was, he set up a webcam to record his desk. But the situation only grew stranger. On April 20th, he woke up to another Post-it. It read, "Our landlord isn't letting me talk to you, but it's important to do." Shocked, he rushed to check the webcam recordings, but the video files on his computer were gone. It looked as if someone had deleted them. Soon after, even more Post-it notes appeared, covering his door. They were all blank. Bradbury began to suspect his landlord, thinking that the handwriting on the notes looked similar to his landlord's. Not knowing what else to do, he turned to Reddit for advice. He posted on the subreddit r/legal advice, explaining the situation and asking whether he could press charges against his landlord. The post quickly gained a lot of attention, and the most common suggestion was that Bradbury might be sleepwalking and writing the notes himself without realizing it. Then, a Reddit user named Kakerlak noticed something important in one of Bradbury's earlier posts. Bradbury had mentioned that he slept in a small bedroom with no windows. Kakerlak asked, "Do you get bad headaches?" And Bradbury admitted that he opted. That is when Kakerlak suggested another possibility: carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide is a dangerous gas that cannot be seen or smelled. In a poorly ventilated room, it can build up without anyone noticing, and breathing it in can cause confusion, memory loss, and even hallucinations. In serious cases, it can be deadly. Bradbury decided to test this theory, so he bought a carbon monoxide detector and plugged it in. Immediately, the alarm went off. His apartment was filled with the gas, and he had been breathing it the entire time. The notes were real, but he had been writing them himself while crazy, then forgetting he had done it. The missing webcam recordings were not deleted by an intruder. The software he used simply was not saving the files. As for the handwriting, Bradbury later realized he had not compared it to his landlord's at all, but to a letter from his mother. Google Maps help messages. In early 2025, one discovery on Google Maps in Los Angeles spread quickly online and became a viral mystery. In a rail yard near Dodger Stadium, the word "help" could be seen written again and again in giant letters. Nearby were other words, including Federal and LAPD. Each letter had been carefully built using long pipes and large wooden boards. When people first noticed the writing, theories began to spread immediately. Some thought it was a real cry for help, maybe from people trapped or being forced to work. The fact that the writing was inside a Union Pacific rail fueled more suspicion. Los Angeles railways have a history of theft and crime, and some feared this was connected to organized trafficking or forced labor. People contacted the LAPD, who quickly went to check the site, and around the same time, a social media user visited the rail yard with a camera to film what it looked like from the ground. What he found changed everything. The rail yard was surrounded by homeless encampments, and even though the area was supposed to be fenced off, a large hole in the fence made it easy to enter. Local homeless residents explained that the writing wasn't a signal from victims at all. It was the work of another homeless man who had been creating these giant messages for years. The LAPD later confirmed this story. They said they had the man many times before and had even offered him both housing and mental health support, but he always refused. Have you dreamed of this man? In 2008, a website appeared asking a simple question. Have you dreamed of this man? The site quickly filled with short, eerie stories from people who claimed they had. Posters with the same sketch and the same question even began showing up in cities. Within a year, the mystery had gone viral. More than 10,000 people had written to the site, saying they too had seen him in their sleep. Soon, the idea that this man was part of some real on forums like 4chan, users decided to investigate, and they a reverse IP lookup of the website showed it was connected to a guerrilla marketing company, a group that promotes ideas or products through unusual and attention-grabbing stunts. This raised the suspicion that the real man wasn't real at all, but simply a creation. In 2010, the site's creator, Italian sociologist and marketer Andrea Vitella, admitted that the whole thing was a stunt. He said the drawing was based on his father, and that the early dream testimonials were not real, but he never explained what the and the website was simply left online. Not everyone who emailed the site was lying, though. Many people probably did about the man, but it might have just been a mental suggestion of seeing the image. I feel fantastic. If you're 18 or older, you probably saw the viral video called I Feel Fantastic. In it, a stiff robot with wide, staring eyes sang an eerie tune that kept saying, I feel fantastic, while wearing different outfits. The video seemed to appear out of nowhere, and once it spread, people couldn't stop speculating about what it really was. The most popular theory was the robot built by a disturbed criminal who dressed it in the clothes of his victims. At some point in the video, the camera pointed to a random garden, and speculated that was the place where the victims were buried. The mystery only deepened when the original upload disappeared from the internet. Re-uploads kept circulating for years, keeping the legend alive, but never solving the question of where this strange robot actually came from. In 2020, writer Yitzi Lit decided to investigate, and searching through old websites, Lit found photos of the same robot on obscure Android enthusiast forums, some dating back to 2001. These forums revealed the name of the man who created it, John Bergeron. Far from being a criminal, Bergeron was an inventor trying to build something new for the entertainment industry. The robot's name was Tara, and Bergeron had built her as a prototype for about $2,000. His dream was to mass-produce Tara as a singing android, but that plan never succeeded. If you want to discuss this video or suggest an idea for the next one, join my Discord. Link in the description.
Hi guys, you are watching this. Adang.
Humans can lick too. One evening, a young girl was left alone at home with her faithful dog while her parents were out. She tried to hear strange noises from downstairs. Made her uneasy. To calm herself, she let her dog lick her hand from under the bed, feeling reassured by its presence. This routine happened a few times throughout the night. In the morning, she woke up to a horrifying discovery. Her dog had been brutally killed, and a note was left beside it that read, "Humans can lick too." This terrifying message revealed that the comforting licks during the night were not from her dog, but from a sinister intruder hiding in her cage. Black-Eyed Kids. The story of the Black-Eyed Kids tells of strange children with pitch-black eyes who appear at night, knocking on doors or car windows and asking for help or a ride. These children look like normal kids, but their completely black eyes and unsettling presence cause fear and dread. People who encounter them
干几座？